Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Leadership TKO live night show. Welcome to the night show, everyone. Glad to be here tonight or this morning or this afternoon with each and every one of you. It's Dr. Lakeisha McKnight, and we are definitely going to go live on Facebook via video. So for those of you who ever wishes to catch the video version of this show, I encourage you to visit www.connectwithlakeisha.com. We're really going to have a truth talk series about the reason why people stay broke, okay, why people lack income. So go ahead and join me on Facebook for those of you who desire the video, but otherwise, let's go ahead and stream on Facebook. All right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Hello, everybody. Hello. Come on in. Come on in. Come on to the stream. It's about 7:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How's everybody doing on tonight or this afternoon or this morning, depending on where you are in the world? Welcome to the Leadership TKO live night show. I'm Dr. Lakeisha McKnight, your leadership specialist, your kingdom coach. Let's not forget that. Author of a few books, but most importantly, your friend for this moment during this particular show. And I am extremely humbled and thankful for each and every one of you who is here, who are going to be coming through, those of you who may catch the replay. Again, welcome to the stream. And I am super uber duper excited. And so we are starting a new series. And so before I dive into that, I just want to let you know that the purpose of the show really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. And so welcome here to the Leadership TKO live night show. All right, welcome to the show. And so, listen, there are several ways that you all can participate here with the show. The first thing that you can do is like or love the stream. For those of you who are serious and committed about your growth as a leader, perhaps you're seeking to impact the lives of more people in 2021. And better yet, maybe you're looking to truly gain some passive, consistent income, like really gain some income that can free you and your family. Well, guess what? You're in the right place ahead of time because there are some things that I'm going to share with you that's going to help you break through some barriers, break through some mountains, overcome and jump over some mountains, okay? That's going to really help you to have that breakthrough. And so, again, welcome to the stream. So listen, like or love the stream, comment below for those of you who are new. Let me know what city, what state, what country you all are tuning in from. So wherever you reside, let me know where that is in the comments area. And then look, also, if you're catching this as a replay, maybe you're not here with me live, I encourage you to reply in the comments area with hashtag replay. That lets me know who is catching the replay, who is catching it live with me. So go ahead and type that into the comments area. And then lastly, share this out unto your friends, okay? Your friends on your timeline, in groups, fan pages, wherever you feel led to sharing this, go ahead and do so. And as a matter of fact, I am going to share this. Let me go ahead and do that. I like to definitely lead by example. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And this may be, this series that I'm about to start may be a pretty sensitive topic for many people, but you all, okay, some of you may be new. You may not know who I am. You may not know my flow or how I like to do things. But here is one thing I like. I like transparency, and I like to tell you the truth. And I know for some people, you may like this approach, and for others, you might not like the approach. So if you don't like the direct approach, this series might not be for you, okay? This series might not be for you. So take a look at the topic area above there. Go ahead and take a look at it. Reason 1 of 20 Why people lack income and how to solve this. Okay, because the truth of the matter is, last year was a huge blow to a lot of households. A lot of businesses went out. They had to close down, they filed bankruptcy. Still, many companies out there still today are filing bankruptcy. And as a result of these companies having to close, that also dipped into the income and for some cut off the income for many people. So what does that mean? Now you have a lot of people who are unemployed, right? And seeking unemployment, leaning on unemployment, depending on unemployment, however way you want to say it. Yes, unemployment can be helpful for those who are transitioning, but it's not meant for you to just remain dependent on unemployment. Can we just talk about it and just put it out there and let the people in the back know that it's not for you to be dependent upon unemployment or any of those services for the duration of your lifetime. All right, I said it. Okay. So, but here's what I also want to share with you. There is a better way. There are many better ways, but people choose to think otherwise, which is leading me to this series that I'm starting right now. And so what is that series truly all about? Take a look at it. Reason number one, why people lack income is this. People blame others. They get into the blame game. How many of you, right, your network marketers, your online marketers, you are an affiliate marketer and you're sharing something and they get to blaming different things or situations or scenarios. And you're just like, well, what does that have to do with me? Like, what does that have to do with the present thing that I'm sharing with you? With this life raft, which is supposed to be a solution to help you get out of the situation, but then you're saying that you can't do it. Listen to what I have to tell you. I want you to know and understand this. Yes, situations have happened in the past. I understand. For some of you, you may have experienced devastating things to the point where, for example, maybe you had to file bankruptcy. Maybe you ended up losing your car or your home. I've been there. Maybe you had those devastating situations happen to you, but please understand this. After a while, the blame game will not stick. After a while, you have to go and look at that person that's staring at you in the mirror and say, get your big girl underwear on or your big man underwear on, pull it together, because after a while, guess who's going to be the blame for where you're going to be in the future, because you're playing the blame game right now. You're going to have to turn that finger around and start blaming you, because guess what's happening? Every decision or lack thereof that you're making as of today will impact your future. I just had to tell you. You keep blaming the past, or somebody left you, or I experienced a divorce and he took all my money, or she took all my money. Listen to me. Here's what I do know. God is aware of your situation. And I also know that when there's a problem, there's also a solution. Again, where there is a problem, there's also a solution. And you have to weather through processing and implementing that solution so that you can have a better tomorrow. And so as long as you're putting one foot forward, one foot in front of the other to try to improve your situation, you are experiencing success. And so you have to get out of that mold. And it truly is, with all of these, reasons that I may give you why people lack income, it really is a mindset situation, because situations are going to happen. Things are going to happen. You can't prevent the unexpected, because that's what it is. It's the unexpected. And people don't expect, to have a cut or a loss of income. You don't expect that to happen. But here's what I also know, depending on what your mode of income is. Like, you can't say, well, keep blaming, well, the job fired me. My employer fired me. Okay. Well, here's what I do know about employment. Employment is not permanent. Employment is not permanent. Employment is temporary. As a matter of fact, you're borrowing for a short period of time, however way that short time is defined, you're borrowing for that short period of time a position. That position is owned by the company. the CEO or whoever it is, human resources, whomever, would decide, you know what? We need to take that position back. So at any moment, they can take the position back and say that they need it back. Maybe they, for whatever reason they give you, they can take it back. And so you need to control the flow of income in your home. The problem is either you were taught this one way or you observed it. You were taught it because of observance. You observed your parents going to work, your aunts and grandparents going to work. And so you figure, this is what I got to do. I got to get a job and I got to go to work. But what happens when work ends? What happens when you can't work? What happens if, I'm just saying, God forbid, something happened to you medically and then you can't work? What happens when you have to take care of an elderly parent or a child? What happens then? These are real situations. And you have to learn to control the flow of income in your home. And that is something that myself and my husband, we decided, we said, never again, right? We made that decision about 6 years ago when I was going and traveling to different places, and it was really dictated upon whoever was the hiring manager to decide whether I was going to go in or not, or travel to whatever country and provide corporate training for leaders from different places, whether that was actually going to happen or not. And when it didn't happen, guess where Lakeisha McKnight was? I was here, waiting for the next opportunity, waiting to seize the next opportunity that presented itself so that I can go and provide corporate training for those leaders. And so I had to make a decision, right? You get into that mode where you say self, and self said, okay? And you're like, hold on, wait a minute. Something has to give, because number one, I don't want someone else to control my income. Secondly, I did not like the fact that I was away from my kids and my husband, and it was creating that distance. Okay? And so you have to stop blaming, other people. After a while, you can't do that. And after a while, it gets old. Can I just say that? All right. Can the blame game become too seasoned or too old after a while? Hopefully you all understand where I'm coming from with this, but it becomes too old. You're like, okay, that happened about 10 years ago, 12 years ago. That's like me saying, I'm not where I want to be physically because of having children. Hold on, wait a minute. I had children about 5 years ago. Like, I'm really going to blame my last child 5 years ago for me not being where I want to be physically? Really? Am I really going to blame my child that I last had 5 years ago? No. After a while, it becomes really old, right? It really becomes old a couple months after having the baby. Can we just be honest? So listen. In the blame game, the solution is this. For blaming others, stop blaming others and look at the person in the mirror and start to take action. What is it that you need to do so you can bring in and have consistent flow of income? I'll tell you one thing that I did. I connected with an organization of entrepreneurs who had access to resources and systems. And that system, the systems that they had, helped me to start bringing in passive income from home. It helped me to start protecting the cash that was flowing into the home. So I had to protect it with precious metals such as gold and silver. And now, even so, it's allowing me to get paid in Bitcoin. You all know what that is, right? 37,000, I believe, approximately for one whole Bitcoin. But I'm getting paid in fractions of Bitcoin instantly, several times a day, 365 days out of a year. I'm getting paid in Bitcoin, and you can too. Did you know that Bitcoin is money, and you can actually get your goods and services with Bitcoin? And there is a proper way to do that. And I can tell you so much more, and I would love to. And as a matter of fact, for those of you who are watching this tonight or catching the replay of this, For those of you who want to learn more about Bitcoin and how you can get paid in Bitcoin, there is a resource that I access for free, and you can too. I want to help you to get access to it, learn how to leverage it so that you can start getting paid in Bitcoin and control the flow of income in your home and stop playing the blame game. Stop playing that game, right? It's 2021. You got to play big. That's kind of like that small type of thinking, okay? And so listen, reply info below. For those of you who want to learn how to get paid in Bitcoin, want to learn more about Bitcoin, reply info in the comment section below. And then for those of you who are watching on somebody else's timeline, right, they decided to share it and you're watching it on their timeline, please go back with them, because more than likely it is a wealth building family member of mine and they have access to the same resource. And so get their information, the link, the details from them, so that you can learn how to get paid in Bitcoin. And so my prayer right now is that you have truly enjoyed what you've heard. It's truth talk. It's real talk, because we got to get out of these things. We got to stop doing these things and begin to start creating an amazing future for ourselves. We have that ability to create, and we definitely have to start taking and engaging in wise actions, okay, so that we can get the results that we want. So I'm going to look forward to being back here tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I have yet the second of 20, okay, reasons why people lack income. And so until the next time that you and I come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.